Welcome back to more Terraria with Brian. Since the last time, I've done some more off-camera work. I did some caving over in this portion of the map in order to get some more life crystals, and I was trying to find a shark statue. I did not manage to find a shark statue, but I did find another bomb statue, and another, what is it called? Granite golem statue, and also a blood zombie statue. Oh wow, that's the mechanic throwing her wrench around. I guess trying to reach the blue jellyfish or something. And yeah, so basically I've kind of like increased the power of my bomb making and money machine kind of stuff up here, which is kind of cool. So I thought I would show that off. I also, oh, there's another night vision helmet. That's why it's a money machine. Let's go ahead and sell that for another 2 gold. Terrific. I also went down to the underworld and made what I hope is maybe going to be a long enough bridge to fight the wall of flesh. I guess we should go down and take a look, and I haven't put any campfires down there yet, and I think that's something that I definitely want to do. And so let's make... Oh, I can only make 7? Oh, it's because I don't have enough torches. Got it. Let's make some more torches and then make some more campfires. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, like 30 campfires? 27. That sounds good. Let's grab 27 campfires. I guess I'll put them on the bar right here. Head downstairs and we'll do kind of a walkthrough of... And I forget, can I... The bunny doesn't fall fast. It's the slime mount that falls really fast if you want to get to the bottom quickly. I also made this straight down. I can't remember if I did that before the previous episode or not. And so I blocked off the spider area, which might also be useful at the beginning of hard mode so that we can kill some spiders because the spider staff is pretty awesome. But basically this goes straight down to the underworld, as we will see in a moment. And I just want to walk the whole length of my bridge, get a sense of how safe it's going to be. Safe is maybe the wrong word. And I guess I might as well start putting campfires, and then we'll just watch when the campfire buff goes away, and then put another one a little ways further to the right. Further to the right because of the fact that, you know, it'll cover an area off screen, and so as I get out of this one, out of range of this one will already be back in range. I'm not going to try to space them all that carefully. Especially since I only have 24 of them. Okay, and here is already something that I'd forgotten about, apparently. I want to make sure I have kind of good steps to get from one level to another. Because there are a number of places where things go kind of up or downwards, depending upon just kind of how the layout of the underworld happened to be. Alright, so we just lost a campfire there, and so I'll put another one here. And so I've tried to leave this with the reasonable amount of room kind of above my head and below my head. It's always a little bit tough to judge. And with the wall of flesh, I remember in hard mode that as the wall of flesh got low in health, he started moving faster and faster and faster. And so it was quite a dangerous fight towards the end because you really had to be moving quickly, but also dealing damage to the wall of flesh. But apart from that, I don't think things were too bad. I haven't even really thought about what weapons I'm going to use in the wall of flesh fight, but I'll figure that out at some point. Okay, there's definitely a problem here. So let's go ahead and just break these and put some actual blocks here. And the same kind of thing here. I need a block to step up. Lava slimes will drop lava that ends up breaking the wooden platforms. I did use some obsidian platforms when I had them as well, but I didn't have nearly enough obsidian platforms to make the whole area out of obsidian. But if little bits of it burned the lava, that's not a big deal. And we've got some nice steps over here. Let's put down another campfire. Oh, did that bat? Oh no, it's just a piece of the bat. I thought he dropped something good. Oh, when I was caving, this is amazing. When I was caving in this portion of the map, off camera, I found a second enchanted sword in this world. Once again, kind of too late for it to be of much use, but I thought one enchanted sword was lucky. 2 in the same map seems really lucky, but I don't actually know, once again, what the actual odds are of finding an enchanted sword in any given Terraria map. Oops, okay. So apparently, this is where the bridge ends currently. And this is not ideal because it's not actually... I mean, I guess I could drop a thingy in the lava right there. Ooh, that was a I don't know what these things are called, but it just gave me 10 gold. That's quite nice. I'll go ahead and store that away in my piggy bank. I'm up to 4 platinum now. But I think I would prefer to start this fight over a bigger bit of lava. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess this will be fine. I'm not going to worry about it then. So we'll plan to throw a guide voodoo doll in over here. And be ready to fight the wall of flesh over here. And so now I'll meet you guys back at the center of the bridge, and we'll go back the other way and see if we feel like we have enough of a bridge to fight them. Running back the bridge to the left is a good way to discover other problems. And so there's a place here where I would prefer to just be able to run upwards, and I actually have to like jump up, otherwise I get caught on the wall over here. So I'm going to make a little staircase right here. I'm going to try to make a staircase anyway. Hey, quit doing that. You are a bad, bad thing. I want you to go away. I'm not using the obsidian skin potion right now, and that might be a mistake. I might actually need one to stay alive down here, even if I don't want to admit it. But for now, I'll just take the occasional healing potion. Let's see. If I want to make this a staircase, just go down a little bit more. But basically, I would like to be able to just hold down left while I'm fighting the wall of flesh and be able to succeed. And if I get rid of this brick right here, hello. Now, I should be able to just run right up here and run right up. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going for. Great. There's a little bit of a low ceiling here. I'm now moving to the left-hand portion of the bridge. Yeah, this is going to be not the best spot for fighting him, but I think it'll work. I'm down to 4 campfires. I'm not sure if I'm going to run out of campfires before I run out of bridge here or not. We got more bridge over here. 1 more campfire. Alright, and it looks like there's still some more bridge. How much bridge do I have left? Yeah, still a fair bit. And so let's go ahead and craft a few more campfires. Maybe, yeah, 5 more will definitely be enough. And the campfires, again, are just to give me the added little bonus of some extra regen while I'm trying to fight this guy. I need to also figure out exactly what buff potions I'm going to use during the fight. I have a number of good ones stored up at this point, and I also need to go ahead and just kind of craft some extra of the best buff potions, so I'll be ready to kind of like have them on hand as we enter hard mode. Okay, and here's the end of the bridge. And I guess just so that I know the end of the bridge is coming up, I'm going to put some torches here. And so basically, if I pass this point and we're still fighting the wall of flesh, then I need to get ready to just kind of like fly randomly in order to keep trying to avoid him and hope that I can fly and use my grappling hook and whatever else in order to not die. And yeah, just try to avoid the train as we get further over to the left. Because there is open space over here that I could continue trying to fly through. There just isn't going to be the bridge for convenience. Okay, and yeah, apart from that, I think I'm mostly ready to fight him. I was going through my checklist. I wish I had more shark fins. But apart from that, I feel like I've done a lot of what is needed to be done before the Wall of Flesh fight. I already have gotten the fishing quest for today. And I'm looking, and I've got, I don't know, like 90 crates or something here. Actually, more than that. And so that ought to provide me with a lot of ores that will really help at the beginning of hard mode. And as you can see, while I was building the bridge, I collected a lot of guide voodoo dolls. So I have a bunch of those, which actually I should go ahead and get these into my piggy bank, because it might be the case that we want to fight the Wall of Flesh kind of multiple times in a row, and so I'd like to have all of these kind of easily available and on my person. And I don't remember, it was actually a few episodes ago, when I was fighting in the jungle, I got ancient cobalt leggings. And so if we do happen to have cobalt in this world, or I get a lot of cobalt and I'm looking for an initial armor set or whatever, I might be able to leverage those for getting started. But I expect we'll be able to go up to, like, you know, orichalcum or adamantite or some higher tier of armor kind of right at the outset. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break and take a look at my checklist and see if there's anything else I want to do before we fight the wall of flesh. Oh yeah, I forgot something else I did. I tore down the mountain that was over here and made a bigger arena for fighting what I think will be the destroyer at the beginning. I added some honey up here, and I managed to find a heart statue in addition to the star statue that I already had, so that when I'm doing boss encounters, I can, you know, produce hearts and stars like that. And I went ahead and used fallen stars to increase my maximum mana up to 200. Oh, and something else. I found the hairdresser. The hairdresser is found in spider caves and allows you to change your hairstyle and get different hair dyes. And she was found in this spider area right over here while I was exploring. And so that's something else I forgot to show off. Alright, I can't think of anything else that I need to do, necessarily. I fished up some honeyfin, which restores 120 life, as opposed to healing potions, which restore 100. So I'm going to swap them out to be the healing. I still have food, I've got regen, iron skin, and obsidian skin potions. In addition to that, I'm going to take a couple endurance potions, a couple swiftness potions, a mana regen potion, couple of magic power potions, a couple of thorns potions, a couple of wrath potions, and I don't think I'll use the heart reach or the life force potions. I think I might save them for other times because I can't craft those yet. But I think with all of these potions, including obsidian skin, I should be able to buff. And I think I went ahead and made a whole lot more silver bullets, and so I think I'm going to use the mini shark. I'm going to use the flame lash a bit because it just deals so much damage, which is pretty nice. And I can always use the knight's edge in a pinch. And yeah, and I've got my imp staff. I think maybe I'm ready to go. Alright, here I am. I'm not sure if I'm actually ready. I'm going to go ahead. I had an obsidian skin potion. I'm going to cancel that so I can rebuff with everything all at once. But we're going to drop that in the lava. And we're going to buff. And we're going to see what happens. I'll go ahead. Oh, I meant to turn off the minimap. Darn it. There we go. So we'll try to take out the hungry with some magic damage here at the beginning, as well as just some melee damage, because it's important to get rid of these guys. And then we'll start firing the mini shark somewhat indiscriminately over in his direction, because I got plenty of bullets. And he's still moving pretty slowly, which is good. And let's try to set a few more guys on fire. This is a place where I forgot that, like, grenades and beanades are good at taking out the hungry at the beginning. That would have been some useful throwing damage that I should have had at the beginning, and I didn't. But oh well. If we end up dying, we can always try again. Alright, but I'm going to use magic damage while it's available to me. I'm going to use some melee damage while it's available to me. The hungry do regrow back now that I'm thinking of it. And so I should really try... Okay, there were some hearts there, but I didn't get a chance to pick them up. I'm not taking too much damage so far. And I don't remember how many hit points he has, and I'm having trouble mousing over him in order to see for sure. 9,000 out of 11,000. Okay, so we're starting to deal some damage. And let's try to deal some damage with this, because I think it's going to deal more damage with the Flame Lash. And the hungry, for the most part, yeah, are not doing too bad. Let's kill a few more. And then we'll switch back to this kind of damage. We've got a new guide, so if we wanted to summon him again, we could. Still have only taken a couple thousand hit points off him, though, and so that's still kind of a problem from the point of view of him not dealing enough damage. Because we are going to run out of bridge at some point. Oh, and we've got a lot of hungry here. Okay, I need to heal, and I might need to rebuff shortly as well. Okay, so let's make sure that we're dealing damage. How fast is this hitting him? 8,079. It's not dealing damage very quickly. And versus if I can actually get hits on him with this, doesn't hit as fast. I'm really having trouble seeing if I'm actually, like, getting hits on him at all here. Knight's Edge. Oh crap, I need to heal. We might need to rebuff shortly. I'm not sure. Oh gosh, I'm really dying here. I need to not take damage. I need to avoid his lasers more. I guess I was focusing too much on trying to deal damage and not enough on trying to avoid it. Yeah, I think I'm going to die in this battle. I think I was unprepared. I think I'm not dealing enough damage, and I think I'm not avoiding enough damage. And I'm pretty sure I have the right accessories on, but it just occurred to me that I never reviewed my accessories. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end here. End of the bridge, that is. Even after the bridge, though, if I can manage to fly around, I could possibly stay alive for a while. Can I heal? Yes. Okay, so I got a heal off, so that's good. And I have some magic, and so let's try to deal some more damage with some of the Flame Lash, maybe? It's just not a very fast weapon, even if it does deal a lot of damage, is the problem. Okay, I need to try to crunch through some of the hungry here, because... Oh gosh, they deal a bunch of damage to me, though. Darn it! Okay. Wall of Flesh in hard mode. Hungrier. Harder than I remembered. Also hungrier than I remembered with all of the hungry. Okay. So, we died, and... I need to deal more damage, and I need to take less damage. Yeah, I was happy with the accessories that I had on here. I could get slightly more armor if I went for the kind of like hell armor and deal more melee damage, but it's only like another point or two. I think I need to deal more damage, but what other high DPS weapons can I use against the Wall of Flesh? I don't remember. Well, I'll think it over, and I'll see you guys when I see you. I think it could be useful to have the target dummy, and I think the only way you can make him involves like getting hay or something that you get using the sickle, and so I'm buying a sickle really quick. Because I was just thinking, I got the handgun as a result of clearing out the rest of the dungeon, which I think I might have also done off camera. And the handgun can be turned into the Phoenix Blaster, which, while it's not a hold to attack weapon, I think actually does do very good DPS. And so I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, the target dummy, like, hay is one of the main ingredients. But let's go talk to the guide and see what we can make out of hay. Target dummy, 20 wood and 50 hay. Great. And we make it at the sawmill. Alright, I have a sawmill somewhere around here. If I were a sawmill, where would I be? Right here. Here we go. So we'll craft a target dummy. And I think I'll put him out here. And so I want to see, basically, with the silver bullets and the... And I need to turn on my DPS meter, which is... Here, damage per second. So with the silver bullets and the mini shark... That's like 130, but it's very low damage each one. 7 plus 9 is 16 or whatever. Whereas, if I got the handgun, actually in order to get the handgun, I actually need to go downstairs and get some hellstone, so let me go do that. One obsidian skin potion later, I've got a bunch of hellstone, which I can turn into hellstone bars, and combine with the handgun in order to make the Phoenix Blaster, which I think you make it an anvil? Let's find out. Yes, Phoenix Blaster, 24 range damage. Ooh, superior, plus 8, alright, 27 range damage, great. And so now let's go check what kind of DPS I can get out of that guy on the target dummy with the silver bullets. Yes, it's already more DPS, and it's going to be way more by virtue of the fact that the Wall of Flesh has armor. And so this is going to be a superior weapon, even though I need to repeatedly click the button for it. And then rather than Flame Lash, I think what I should do is I should get a magic weapon that actually... I hear you, Fallen Star, somewhere to the left. I want to go get it. I could make the Star Cannon, which is another very high DPS weapon that uses the stars as ammo. Oh, I hear another darn. I have to get Fallen Stars. They're a rare and precious commodity, and every time I hear them, I have to go after them. Another thing that I should do is get a penetrating magic weapon rather than Flame Lash, and so Water Bolt is usually pretty effective, and I'm fairly certain that I have a number of those, because I think... Is it over here? Where did I dump all the stuff I got in the dungeon? The Aquaceptor is also a possibility, but is there a Water Bolt in here? Yes. Unpleasant Water Bolt, Nasty Water Bolt are both 5% damage. I can even reforge one of these guys. I think I'll try it, because a very good Water Bolt could be a very good weapon. How much does it cost to reforge a Water Bolt? Not very much. So let's get a good one. Mystic, extra damage and less mana to cost. That's probably good enough. So we'll use that instead of Flame Lash, because you can bounce it kind of over the ceiling, and it'll bounce back down and penetrate multiple segments of the Wall of Flesh and deal repeated damage to him. And so I think that that would be a superior weapon in terms of magic damage, and so I'm going to put Flame Lash away. And yeah, those are 2 DPS upgrades that I could do. And then the only other thing I could think of to do is to take less damage myself, as I could try to change the Band of Regeneration from Menacing, but I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. And then I could also make the other armor set. How much? I've got all these new Hellstone bars. If I wanted to make the Molten Armor, 10, 20, 15, I think I have enough actually, because I had some Hellstone in here. And I have more obsidian in here. I think actually that's going to be plenty. So let's go ahead and just make that armor set just to compare, because I can't remember what its set bonus is. And that might be an armor set that we actually want to wear. And I don't know that I'm going to use the Hellstone for anything else anyway, and since I just mined it up. Okay, so right now we have 35 total defense. If we switch to this armor set, we will have 41 defense. Oh, okay, that's 6 more. That's actually more than I remembered. I see. Set bonus is 17% extra melee damage, which also is not bad. This one had extra speed and swing speed, but I think that is actually better, so I think I'll retire the Shadow set. We'll just put it away in here. And so basically this will give me extra defense. This should give me some extra offense. And so I think that'll give me some possibilities of being able to take out the Wall of Flesh the next time I decide to fight him. Zombie fish, ironically, is one of the few fishes that I don't have, because I don't have anywhere good to fish just on the normal, like, uncorrupted, un-desert, un-jungle surface of the world. And I don't have a good method of water duplication. I'm not sure in this version of the game what the best way to duplicate water is. Maybe someone will tell me in the comments, although I'm recording way ahead of time, so I'm not sure that it's necessarily going to help me right now. But don't worry about it. Okay. In any case, let me check on how much footage I have for this episode, because that might be where we call it for today, and we might try again next time to fight the Wall of Flesh once again. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, so hopefully I am seeing what I need to do in order to be able to correct things for the future. I'll also think about things off camera before I record the next episode to see if there's anything else clever I can do to make the Wall of Flesh fight go a little bit better. But I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria, where soon we'll be going into hard mode, and then things will get really interesting. Bye-bye.